Hi there, Dr. Vicki Lemfer here with Shift Happens channel. So you're trying all the processes, you're changing the story as you encounter challenging moments, but you're still not seeing any change. What can we do? Stop being so specific. I'll get into that in just a moment. Like, share, and comment. That's how we build our community. I learn from you just as much as you're learning from me. So let's get this together and support one another. I want you to have, be, and do everything you desire. So let's get into this. What do I mean by stop being so specific? Well, again, let's look at changing the story. That is a wonderful process. But sometimes when you're in that feeling of doubt and you don't even know it because you are encountering, you're doing all these processes, you encounter a challenging moment that's, you notice in the 3D that it's not lining up with what you think is manifesting your desires. So you're like, uh-oh, this is evidence, it's not working, I had to change my story. And so you change your story, and when you're doing that, you're in that anxiety, that anxiousness, and it's resistance. So when you're in that midst of that challenging moment of the event, indicating your perception that it's saying, boy, you're not doing this right, you're not manifesting your desires. So then you say, okay, Dr. Lemper says, change your story. So I'm changing my story. I gotta have it in a better ideal situation. I gotta do this. Okay, just look at my body language when I'm saying that. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta change it. Hurry, quick, before it manifests even more, right? That's resistance. So what do I mean by changing the story? If you are feeling too much resistance and you're trying too hard, go general. And in fact, when you go general on the ending of the story, if you want to change that story, just go general with it. What do I mean by that? I mean this. Go back to your natural, normal state of who you truly are. Okay? Your true natural state is calm, it's confident, it's joy, it's abundance, it's just being neutral. Because remember, I'll say this again. What am I going to say? You are source. Source works through you as you. And when you go back to that and you align with that, you're in a calm state. And I tell you what, I did this with my manifesting journey. I was trying too hard and I was doing all these processes and I almost got panicked because if I had a negative thought or I encountered a negative situation in the 3D world, I was like, uh-oh, I'm doing something wrong. This isn't working. I gotta shift. And in that process of shifting, I was getting so worked up and so like careful. Don't make a mistake. And instead, when I just let it go, I started just going, okay, I am source. Source works through me as me. Everything is working out perfectly. I didn't get specific on my desire. I just remembered who I was. And who you are, your true nature, is that calm, confident, just go with the flow person, trusting and knowing that you are your story. The story is you're calm, confident, you're one with source, right? And let me, of course, I always have my notes. Great quote from Neville Goddard. Be loyal to your unseen reality and invisible assumptions. You only have to ask once. God knows your desire, right? You don't have to keep reminding, source what it is that you need or that you want or you desire. I don't like to say need because the minute you say need, you're like, right? Source knows this. And you don't have to go back and go, well, I didn't ask it right. I saw this one coach say, you got to do it this way. So I'm going to do it this way. Don't get involved in how to do it perfectly. Source already knows. Source gave you that desire. And so now it's your job to just be neutral. Be your natural state of neutrality. We're the only ones that put that label onto any event. And that label comes from a belief. And if you just go right back to the one and only assumption that you are source, source works through you as you get into that calm state. and you just let those negative events go through. You let those negative emotions run through. When you are in that state, that natural state, and I think I said normal earlier. I don't mean normal. There is no normal, right? That natural state of love, acceptance, abundance. That's when you're in that knowing. When you know it is finished, it is done, you're relaxed. It's no different than I know I can go to the gas station and buy that Snickers without any doubt, without any resistance, without any fear I might not have the money for it, without any, oh my gosh, I don't know if I could do it. By the way, I just noticed I'm a little sweaty. I just got done doing the Peloton, so you should do exercise as well. It helps the crazy spinning in the head, right? So anyway, that is that knowing piece. So sometimes when I get too anxious in trying to change my story, I go super general and go beyond my thoughts and emotions and into the state of being, of who I am, just being, right? In the moment, right here, right now, okay? Hebrew 11:11, new faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So again, that 3D is the past, and we get really disturbed by the 3D. Like, oh my gosh, it's an indicator I'm doing something wrong. And then we want to change the story. If you're changing that story to be too specific, just go, I am source. Source is working through me as me. Everything is working out perfectly. Also, I've had other videos, I talk about this a lot. When you face that unwanted, undesirable 3D event that is supposedly saying you're not doing something right, it is just information saying, you know, maybe there's some areas that you need to clean up, but really what it is just there's a belief inside of you that's counteractive. And all a negative belief is just a separation from who you are, right? And so if you're struggling with trying to be that specific wealthy person, and then you look at your bank account and go, oh my God, it's not working. It's not working. Just go, I am source. Source works through me as me. Everything is working out perfectly. You go to that general statement. You want to have that general peace in your being, that calm, confident knowing, right? And so just skip all those thoughts and beliefs and everything and just go right to the being of one right here, right now. So stop being so specific on your self-concept and your identity and go general. And then everything comes to you. Again, like, subscribe, comment. I want to hear how you're doing because I learned so much from you just as much as you learned from me. So let's build this community. Let's support one another. I appreciate all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.